Chapter 46 of The Bigger Picture. The Power of Reiki. Although I started this new phase of my life with Reiki, I had, over the past few years, branched out to include a few new things and tried to incorporate all of my spirituality into my new venture with Jill and Como. But Reiki will always continue to surprise and amaze me with its power. There was one time that will always stay in my memory. Jill had sent me a text to say that a little boy we both knew from the children's clinic was very ill and in hospital, and could I join her in sending Reiki. He was on a ventilator and in the high dependency unit. It was not looking good. All day long we sent Reiki, but by late afternoon we both decided that if the parents agreed, we would visit that evening and give a little more Reiki directly to him. When we arrived at the hospital, we found that he was off the ventilator and had been moved into a ward. Things were looking better, but his heart rate was still very high. The nurses were not too keen to let us in, but the parents insisted. Jill and I took a side of the bed each and gave Reiki. After a while, Jill nodded to me and turned her eyes towards the monitors. His heart rate was beginning to drop. I stood by the monitors, still pumping Reiki, and watching this child's heart rate slowly start to drop. By the time we left the hospital, it was almost back to normal. His parents were obviously absolutely delighted and relieved that their little boy was showing signs of making a good recovery. The nursing staff, although a little surprised about how rapidly his heart rate returned to normal, took it all in their stride and were completely unaware that he had been receiving Reiki. If I had not seen that heart monitor with my own eyes, I would have found it hard to believe that there was such a rapid improvement. Oh, I knew that Reiki worked. I had no doubt about that. But in the space of around 15 to 20 minutes, the child's heart rate was almost back to normal. Absolutely amazing, and a real privilege to be able to help this little boy and his parents. Now, not all parents are aware of or have access to Reiki. Many medics would say that Reiki makes no difference whatsoever, and it's only conventional medicine that works. But how marvellous would it be if patients were offered Reiki alongside conventional medicine? Now, I know the skeptics out there would say that this little boy would have probably improved anyway. And maybe he would. Who knows? But if it was your child, what would you do?